I'm the lead.
I'm Dr. John.
This is enough already.
You dang straight.
Hey, Dr. John, podcast flow.
Like to welcome all the new viewers.
We're on YouTube and Rumble. Follow us, share, like.
Email at Dr. John at Gmail.
We already got a message from a gal. Thank you.
Email, blackmail, whatever. If you guys want to talk about something, let us know. The email's there. I like that threat. All right. For your new guys, that's our theme song that works sporadically.
Well, it's all debatable how my stuff works.
Yeah.
So, Ed, anyhow, I'll tell you what.
Yesterday was a good time.
I think I had a lot of fun yesterday, and I spent a lot of time talking to people with different views than what I have.
Right.
So
Same here.
It was a good time.
And just like I kept telling them, I might not agree with what you say or what you think, but I'll fight anybody here for your right to say it.
Well, yeah, and I didn't have any problem. The young man really impressed me that we interviewed, and I want to apologize to people. We were recording and doing anything with this GoPro thing I have, and we have trouble with this thing all the time. Well, the microphones didn't sync into it, and I didn't realize it, so we got like silent movies.
Right.
Damn it.
Well, that's happened to us before, though. It's not like it's the first.
I'm like, well, it's my fault, but I thought everything was working.
We're not the most technically advanced people in the world,
so
we struggle with that.
We still had a good time doing it.
Yes, it was a blast.
How about the one lady? And I felt kind of bad for her because she got really unhinged on me right away.
Oh yeah, the moment she seen us.
34 counts of rape. Now I love you, gal, and I tried to tell you, and you're telling me you did your research, but. Ed, pull right up there. I sent it to you on your phone.
On the phone, yeah.
This particular thing about Mr. Trump, and you guys got to realize when you're out there spouting things off, we're going to check you. You can check us too, but it wasn't 34 counts of rape and 34 felony counts. And the other thing that's disturbing about the 34 felony counts is one thing's like a check to Michael Cohen, one thing's something else. So they're adding all these little tiny bullshit things up. Going, this is a felony count. This is a felony count. This is a felony count.
And some of them are the same thing, just over and over again because it was on 2 or 3 different pieces of paper.
Yeah.
So basically.
It's 34 pieces of paper.
Right. The Trump.
The same thing.
Basically, what they revolve around is they're saying that Trump overinflated the price of Mar-a-Lago that he used as collateral to get loans. And Judge Merchan, I think, is the communist judge in that one, was saying that Mar-a-Lago was only worth $18 million.
Yeah.
When it's actually, in reality, you can't even buy an acre lot. A city lot, let alone an acre lot. You can't even buy a city lot in that neighborhood for less than $1 million. She was
getting really unhinged and yelling at me, and I tried to calm her down, and she did get a little bit calmer.
Right. Well, she was saying he was convicted. He's a convicted rapist, and I tried to say, no, he's never convicted.
Told me I was goofy.
I tried to explain to her that
I said, whatever, okay.
He's never even been criminally charged with anything like that, that it was a civil case that they found him.
Well, it says on there what the deal is, and they somehow they charged him with felonies, but they kind of dismissed the case somewhat where he didn't get any fines or penalties or jail time or anything because they couldn't do that.
Right.
So it was just a way to label a felony, say we got felonies. So another attack on.
They've all admitted that it was specifically to try to keep Trump from getting elected.
And the other thing I want to say is I had a good time talking to everybody, but that thing had nothing to do with kings.
No.
Well, it wasn't about kings or no kings. That was a clear I hate Trump rally.
Well, I want to commend all of them because I woke up this morning, we still didn't have a king.
No, we didn't have any king.
The rallies were successful.
But it was pretty much people just that hate Trump. It was they should have just said I hate Trump because everybody there that was doing the no king thing. They all have a vicious hate for Trump, and a lot of people had trouble keeping their composure about it. And I didn't want to go in there and fight with people just because I thought, because I was a Trump backer. My idea was I wanted to go talk to people, find out what's in their head, find out what they got to say. And that young man I was talking about.
Yeah, he was pretty, I enjoyed talking to him, actually.
I enjoyed it. His first protest. He was all excited.
18
first time
years
I've been
old,
to a protest.
first time he ever got to exercise his First Amendment right.
I was impressed with him.
Yeah, he was, and he listened. And
he listened, and he also said, well, he had another question. Well, may I debate you on that? Well, most certainly Certainly you
That's
can.
why we're here.
But, that kid was, what was his name?
I don't remember. He's a nice kid.
Tall kid.
Yeah, he's
Big tall drink of
6'6" at
water.
least, but he's a nice kid, very polite.
But he
very
was,
articulate.
We had quite a conversation with him.
He's a great kid. I like talking to him, and I think we actually changed his view a few things because he.
Well, he listened
Right.
and thought about things we were talking about as we listened to what he was talking about.
Yep. Well, he brought up the felonies and stuff too, and I explained to him. I go, well, I'm old. I go, Donald Trump has been part of the American culture since as far back as I can remember, and I go, and never has anybody ever accused him of anything other than being a humanitarian and a very charitable guy and a good guy. He's won all kinds of awards.
Oprah loved him.
Yeah, he's won all kinds of awards from the NAACP and all kinds of things. And the only time you ever heard of
Until
he decided to run for office.
when he became a politician, and then
Yep.
all of a sudden he's a bad guy.
And that's what I told that kid. I go, don't you think that if he was truly that kind of person that they're wanting you to believe that this,
And it's the news media that's created this hate.
Oh, absolutely.
With their
And
propaganda.
they still are.
And the people that, and a lot of these older people are, well, it's on TV, it's got to be true, they can't lie.
Right.
They're under this misconception that the TV is the God's truth. And they don't realize they're using it as propaganda to brainwash people or make people think,
And you wake up this morning, John, they're still doing it. 'Cause
Oh,
they're
they do it
showing
every
these
day.
Massive numbers when I think it was a COVID protest that they were showing from 2020 or something. It wasn't even the No Kings protest that happened yesterday.
they use fake pictures, they use fake this, I commend y'all for coming out and speaking your mind.
Well,
I don't have no problem
commend
with
all
that.
the residents of Ashland County that came out and spoke their mind.
Yeah,
the
ones they bus in and they go.
There was people there from West Virginia. There was people there from Pennsylvania. There was people there from Cleveland and Youngstown. These people have no business coming to our community. You know what I mean?
No.
They got their own communities they could have protested in, but these guys were riding in caravans. This is all organized. He's scheduled. And I also wanted, a lot of people were thinking, and I heard this yesterday from one of the No Kings supporters, that they had the permit for the corner lot, and that's not true. The Republican coalition had a permit from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for that lot. But, as conservative people, we know the law and we know it's a public sidewalk.
We have a freedom to assemble.
Right, and they could show up there right on the same sidewalk with us.
And I thought it was cute when they were all on the other side of the street and they decided, let's make our move. We're going to go and take that corner over. And they came over and they jumped in with us. And I went, oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see how this goes. It went great.
It did. It was awesome.
It went great. We had supporters from both sides, standing shoulder to shoulder, all in there.
And there was a lot of dialogue, too, not just between us and them, but other people as well.
People getting along. I thought it was a wonderful thing because, see, what people don't understand, that the way I feel about this whole deal is about creating division with the people. They want people that from different sides to fight with each other. As long as we bicker, as long as we fight, as long as we're divided and we're angry at each other, then the powers that be that control everything have more control over us.
Right.
And because we're fighting with each other, and then they're getting away with things that we're not being able to see because we're too busy bickering with each other. We're too busy
over trivial stuff.
Over stuff that it shouldn't be.
Right.
It's all political theater to keep us busy so they can get away with all this craziness. And people don't realize that. We got to stop. And I don't know how we're going to stop it because I talked to the one lady. I said, she goes, you should run for office. And I go, well, I said, you could be the most honest guy in the world and the greatest, and you go into political office and you get sucked into that system, and next thing it's, well, if you don't go along with this, we're going to scandal you, and we're going to say you did this, and we're going to we're going to pay somebody say you raped her, we're going to pay somebody say you did this, or how do you like your grandkids? It'd be a shame something happened to your grandkids or your family or something, and the next thing you know, here you are, you're tied and you're bound. Well, I guess I got to go along with you now because you're threatening my family, or you're threatening to scandal me, and that's what's going on in our government.
Agreed.
And people don't want to believe this, but it's going on.
Oh, it's
I
totally
don't have
going
any
on.
doubt in my mind.
And that's both sides of the aisle, John. That's just not one side or the other.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about our government.
Yep.
That you can be semi-honest, but you're going to have to go along with the bullshit.
And you know what
that they
happens to
want.
those that don't is they tear them apart. Like they're trying to do to Donald Trump and what they're doing to John Fetterman. Fetterman speaks out against the Democratic agenda, and they're just tearing him apart.
And I thought John Fetterman was a fool, and I thought this guy's got brain damage. He's had a stroke. He's turned out to be one of the better people I see in the Senate now.
Absolutely agree.
And he's a Democrat.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him actually becoming an independent or even a Republican.
Well, because he's using common sense.
Yeah.
He's thinking with common sense and not with an agenda, not with hate.
I think the reason the shutdowns lasted this long is they had to keep it going past the No Kings protest so they could keep their base riled up about
this is political theater and more of it.
Yep.
And that's all it is.
It cracks me up.
And then there was Neil, our camera hound, man.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. We had another gentleman named Neil. Thank you for your service, Neil. He's a veteran, Air Force. Everywhere we went, we turn around, there's Neil again. He's wanting to get on the camera. He wanted to get in the camera.
On everything.
And I actually really liked him.
I did too. He was pretty cool.
He had some interesting points that, I can't remember everybody's points. We talked to so many people.
I'm a little surprised we haven't got an email from Neil already.
But we love you, Neil. We had a good time. We had a good time talking to you.
Email us, Neil. We'll send you a cup.
Yeah. But he was like one of the most memorable guys because I turned around and here he is again. Now, the one interesting guy, we went over to talk to the sheriff's deputies.
Yep, very nice man.
There was a gentleman standing there with a striped shirt on, an old guy. This guy mean mugged me from the time I walked up. Had daggers in his eyes. He had a gun. He would have shot me. I'm telling you, he had that look on his face.
Yeah, he didn't like you.
I'm looking at him. I leaned over. I rubbed him a little bit. Said, "Hey, you don't got to be like that. I'm a nice guy. I'm just here like you. Let's take it easy, buddy." Boy, that really set him off. I'm looking at him going, so I turned away, but I had to kind of keep my eye on this guy because I thought, what's he gonna do? He finally walked away. I looked at the one deputy. I said, "Did you see that guy?" He goes, "I was watching him." I seen his face. He goes, "I had my eye on him." I mean, that's how bad that he was looking at me.
But yesterday went well.
He was like, "Oh, man."
Both sides on the same side of the street, shoulder to shoulder, speaking their minds, just like Americans are supposed to do, and nobody got out of line. I mean, there's a few voices raised and stuff of that nature, and
well, that happens.
It happens.
People go to yell.
My favorite part was the lady that started yelling at me about the Israel. She's pissed off that there's a peace deal between Israel and Palestinians.
Well, and a gentleman take 60,000 kids and children. They killed them in Palestine, and you're happy about that? Well, I got news for you about that too. Out of that 60,000 people, most of them people died of starvation. Okay, and the reason they're dying of starvation is we've been sending aid packages. They've been sending food over. They've been sending things to help the people. Hamas moves in and takes those aid packages so those people can't get them. Those Palestinians, their own people, they take them away so they can. If those people try to get them, they kill them.
Right.
Because they don't want them taking them. So you got lots of heartfelt emotion, but see, you don't understand what's going on. It's the Hamas, one of the worst terrorist organizations in the world. And you guys are supporting them and don't realize what they're doing to their own people, and you're blaming it on Donald Trump. I'm not saying Israel is clean. There's some things over there they did I don't like too.
Well, Hamas declared war on them on October 7th.
But they started a war, and maybe be a little more careful about the casualties.
These people, John, there's neighborhoods that's gotten 10,000 rockets fired at them from Hamas.
But most of those people have died from starvation, and that's because of Hamas, and that's because Hamas is taking.
What do you think would happen?
And the aid that we've been sending over, that they're stealing it and taking it for themselves.
Let me ask you this: what do you think America would do if some terrorists come across the border of Texas and killed 40,000 Americans? And kidnapped, another 8,000. I mean, what do you think? How do you think America?
Well, it's already happened when they took out the World Trade Center, which was an inside job.
That's just 2,900 people. My point is they literally slaughtered 1,200 Israelis, which is the equivalent of if you take the.
Well, I understand what you're saying.
Well, how do you think America would react to that? Do you think
you're going to come out full force?
Well,
and there's going to be some casualties, but I'm trying to say is they're trying to make it sound like it was 60,000 women and children got killed because they bombed.
Well, that's propaganda.
It's not the truth. Those people, most of that 60,000 died of starvation. It wasn't from these bombings of schools and hospitals. Those were the accidental bombings. That was a small number of people and it's a shame that happened. But that was a very small number of people that happened to. The most of them are dying because of what Hamas is doing in Palestine to those people. And these liberal people don't realize that there's say Palestine. Bullshit. Get rid of Hamas,
Right,
and the
exactly.
Palestinian people will be in better shape.
What cracks me up that the hostages that were returned are all male. Hamas killed all the female hostages.
Yeah, they killed all those female Israel
Because
hostages.
The last thing they wanted
Well, they
was,
screwed them to death. Is what they did.
well, I really don't really want to go there, but they didn't want the world to know exactly what they did to them, is what I was getting at. But that's probably exactly. But back to the Hamas and bombing buildings and stuff, they hide in the hospitals and they hide in the schools.
Well, that's 'cause they're
and
weak
They
and
hide
they're-
behind the Palestinian population.
yes,
so
they use their own people as shields,
Right, well-
which is cowardness.
you're going to have to break a few eggs to make
and
an
these
omelet.
liberal people don't understand it. They just think, oh, the poor Palestinian people. And I say, yeah, the poor Palestinian people also, but I'm saying from a different end, because they're getting it from all ends, because the Hamas that's in their country.
The videos that come out of the Palestinian area and Gaza Strip after October 7th they look to me like the majority of the Palestinian people were celebrating the fact that they had killed those Jewish people in Israel. So I
They
don't know.
have to.
Well, they're indoctrinated from
They're indoctrinated with that, but they have to. And if they act like they don't, they're going to get shot.
They teach math and the
They're
grades.
doing public executions over there right now that anybody
Right.
they thought was aiding the Israeli people. They're doing public executions of their own people because and they're not getting a trial. They're just going, oh, you did this,
Well,
boom, shoot them.
right.
They're not getting they're not getting, what do you call that?
Due process.
Due process. They're getting put up against the wall and shot because they've been accused of
They're
it.
public hanging, a lot of them now, and it's their own people. It's their own.
So
fighters.
we really need to, people need to investigate more what they're backing and find out the real truth of what's going on and say, hey, wow, there's a lot more going on to this than just what I've seen on the news media, because the news media lies.
Those people were denying that the
Both
October
sides.
7th attack even happened. And they're like, there was no babies beheaded or gang rapes. That's all on video. These guys were wearing GoPros and
They
videotaping.
put kids in microwaves.
Right. That's what I'm
Babies in
saying.
microwaves and killed them.
How can you deny
Isn't that
it?
wonderful?
You can find that video. I mean, I wouldn't suggest you do, but it's on the internet. You can find it, and it's horrific.
But
And it's actual.
I don't want to get too much. I was having a good time talking till we got on that subject, and I really don't. But those people brought it up. They were carrying. Oh, you're so full of. I'm like,
Yeah, they
dude,
were
you really need to look into this.
pretty rude people.
You need to look into this. You think you're so smart. You're not smart. You're just blowing smoke up somebody's ass.
Right?
Well, I'm telling you.
I
And,
agree.
but otherwise, I mean, it was a pretty good day. I want to
It was a beautiful day.
shout out to Joe Lyons.
Yep,
Really helped us out.
Ashland County Pictures.
Ashland County Pictures. Thank you, Joe. You really helped us out, getting us some notoriety and getting us some availability of people to see us.
Come on the
You've
show.
really helped out already, because our everything has really taken a big jump.
Yep. It's increased a
So I appreciate it, Joe.
little bit. And you're welcome to come on the show anytime you
Yeah,
want.
come on and be on a show sometime.
And that goes for any of you guys that are watching this. If you think you have something to say or
You want an interview?
just debate us on stuff, I mean, we'll be happy to.
Email us or leave a message on one of the show podcasts.
And we got nothing but respect for everybody. I mean, we're not going to get yelled. We're not going to let anybody disrespect or yell at us or anything. But we'll be glad to sit here and have conversations with you.
No, I had the one conversation we had the two ladies who were standing on the corner there with us talking.
Oh yeah, nice ladies both.
Really, really nice gals. And, I told her, I said, I have a way that I believe in my mind how I want to do things. And I said, I treat people with the respect that I feel like I want treated with. Now, if they choose not to treat me with that, I still try to treat them with the same respect that I want treated with. And if they consistently refuse, then I'm not going to be nice anymore.
Right.
I'm either going to walk away or I'm going to let you know how I feel about it, because I'm only going to take so much shit.
They were both nice ladies.
But, everybody I treated with respect yesterday treated me back with the same thing. Some of them got a little excited, wanted to yell in my face because they just couldn't hold it in, and I just
Right.
held my composure and smiled
Emotions.
and laughed a lot. And eventually they kind of started calming down. Some still, they're very adamant about what they wanted to say. Whatever, that's cool. You're excited. But I was the wrong guy to think you're going to get me excited. I'm not going to fall into that trap. I ain't doing it.
It's a good little trick, though, calling us the Jokers rally.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
What's that?
How the left put out. See, Joe got a flyer talking about the Jokers rally.
Oh, yeah, it was the Jokers rally. Which they're trying to say that was the Trump supporters going to be the Jokers.
Right. So that's kind
Whatever,
That's kind
okay.
of cool, though. I mean, that's a good
That was
a good strategy.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think.
good strategy. mean, we're laughing about it. I'm thinking, okay, yeah,
was
you guys
pretty cool.
tried.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool.
Hey, we're going to rant about anything. Has anything really got your goat that we need to...
Not really.
I don't really have anything to rant about
I got to
either.
go tonight on a wild goose chase all the way to Wisconsin. So I'm really not in the mood to
Same
rant.
rant. I tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm going to rant about. Apps. I'm going to do it again. I am so
You
sick.
want me to set the clock?
Yeah, I am so sick and tired of buying things, and I have to have a cell phone to operate it with an app. There's no reason that I should have to buy a product, and I have to have an app on my phone to use it. This perfect example is the GoPro I tried to use yesterday. I could not just access it to see what was going on because I didn't have the app hooked up to the phone with my cell phone to get into the camera. That's bullshit. It's stupid. What happened to the good old days when you bought something and you just used it? You didn't have to have two things to operate the damn thing.
You can't even go through a drive-through anymore without saying, "Do you have the app?"
I tell them, they go, are you going to use the app? I go, no, I ain't using your damn app. Screw your app.
I got apps for everything, so I some of them I like, some of them I don't really care.
I am
for.
like appless. I could give a shit less if I ever had an app for anything. I'm capable of doing things on my own. I don't need a phone to do it for me.
I got apps for Loves and Pilot, Trucker Path, Scales. I mean, all that's done through apps.
Isn't it
now.
ridiculous, though? What if you don't have a cell phone?
Well, that's just it. You got to kind of have a cell phone to do the apps.
What if you didn't have a cell phone? What if you don't have a smartphone? What if you had an old dial-up phone? What are you going to do?
If you have a dial-up
Why
phone,
is it
email us and tell
why
us.
is it fair? Why is it fair to those people that don't have smartphones that use dial-up phones? Why is it fair? How is the world fair to them? They are at a disadvantage because you can't do shit because you don't have a smartphone to have an app on.
I know Amish that got smartphones, John.
I'm just saying, this technology is going to be the death of us.
Well-
because people ain't going to know how to do shit because they don't have the app. Like, the app of life, and the thing's going to tell you all day long what to do.
Yep. Well, you don't even have to write your
Well,
own.
I can't do that because I can't tie my shoes because I don't have the app. How do I take a shower? I don't have the app.
You don't even have to come up with your own things now. You just go to a computer thing and give them topics you want to talk about, and it writes it for you.
No. I'm sick of apps. I'm sick of buying products.
Wait till he buys a new TV.
We got that bullshit in there, and I try to use the remote. It doesn't want to work real good. It fights me. But I manage with I like my old school remote, and I fight with it.
Technology's not our friend.
Technology sucks.
But seriously, some of the apps are pretty helpful. I mean, I'm not saying all of them are good, but there's some apps that do help. But the answer to GoPro definitely
None.
sucks.
GoPro sucks, period. Anybody wants to buy a GoPro, I got one for sale. Along with all the stuff, the microphones, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
End of the rant. Apps suck.
I guess so. End of the rant.
That's got my goat.
I got so many damn apps I have to use on a daily basis. It's ridiculous. Some of them piss me off. Some of them.
The rant's over. Oh, the blow-up
Yeah,
thing.
you just blow these rants.
Blow those freaking apps up. I'm going to write a prescription for that.
Yeah. I don't think you're allowed to put that word on a prescription.
Yeah, sure you are. Here.
All right.
Don't buy anything that needs an app. Just do it yourself.
Email us, you'll get a cup and a prescription. Anyway, back to the thing yesterday. You look at the drive-by media, that you would think that every American on the planet was out for that No Kings.
Well, they're showing pictures from other things from 2017, from 2020.
One of them was a
saying
World
these
Series
are,
celebration.
saying that this is pictures on Facebook showing this is a picture of the No Kings rally. I'm sorry, but it's not. And people believe in it. I'm going to tell you people about something. I'm going to tell you something about Facebook. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, an independent, whatever you are. There is nothing real on Facebook.
Nothing.
Nothing. I don't give a shit what it is. There's nothing real. Because I look at this shit, I go, oh man, that's happening. And I go right over and I start, and I can't find anything about it. I go, well,
And most of
I
the
can't
people
find anything about what that said. And I'll say, oh, that happened. And I'll
Most of-
check it. I go, well, that didn't happen either.
Right, and most of the people that you're arguing with on there are paid to just say, "Oh yeah, well, that's what you say about me. What about you?" You know, they just that they don't even have that's their job, is to try to piss you off.
But there's nothing other than what your friends do. You know, their stuff that they put on their pictures and what they say, what's going on. That's real because, you know, but if you seen these, you know, they'll have a picture of somebody and whatever, big headlines, and whatever, it's all fake.
It's all fake.
All of it's fake.
All of it.
The conservative side, the liberal side, every bit of that shit's fake to get you gaslit. All they're trying to do is gaslight you.
And that's propaganda. And
It's
I think
propaganda.
You know, not to infringe on free speech or anything, but I think stuff like that should not be allowed.
I think, well, they had fact checkers that kept kicking my ass off every whip stitch or something.
Right.
Because, and now they're not, where's these fact checkers? They should be going, no, that's not real. No, that's not real. And they should just be, and just not, it shouldn't even be saying it's real, just kick at of course, they were doing that with real stuff.
Right.
If you say anything real, he's kicking you off.
Right.
Because it was completely unhinged.
Yep.
There for a while. But everything on Facebook, don't believe anything you see on Facebook. And it's hard to believe half the shit you see, period.
Are in Truth or Twitter or formerly known as X, formerly known as Twitter, I guess they like to say it.
Yeah.
All of it's
even Trump's site, you can't believe nothing, none of that they put on there.
right.
Anything with a picture and a headline.
Exactly.
It's going to be garbage.
And now they got AI so convincing that you can't tell if it's real video. Or
My God, they can make it look like a real person. AI pictures that look like people.
Exactly. So it's all.
They could AI a picture of me.
I know, that'd be scary though.
It would be.
Like, oh shit, there's two Dr. Johns. But anyway, yesterday, in my opinion, was a success. I mean,
I think it was.
It was an American success story. We had two sides on the same corners.
I agree. We had intermingled sides on the same corner in the street.
We had one little car accident, which was kind of cool.
I blame part of that. Well, I said the one woman decided to turn left, but I think the guy, he's probably looking at all these people, everybody's looking around,
flags waving and
flags
stuff.
waving,
right.
It's distracting. I was wondering, I thought, how long is it going to be till be accident in this intersection because
Boom. Yep.
all these people and guys driving their cars and looking around and
the big truck that kept driving around. What an awesome piece of machinery that was.
The big semi guy with a loud horn. My God.
That was incredible.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good day. I mean, there was a lot of horns blowing, and I didn't see a lot of negativity on, as far as, well.
The weird thing I'd seen was them gals in them red outfits, whatever that was.
Yeah, they were like handmade tales from the show that's on Hulu.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
What's with the handmade?
Well, I guess it's like some kind of futuristic thing where
because I just seen it on Facebook too, a whole bunch of them marching.
Where they kidnap fertile women and force them to have sex against their will to have babies.
Well, why would you want to dress up like that?
That's the way they force them to dress.
Well, why would you want to do that then?
That's what a king's gonna do.
Yeah, they're thinking that that's what they're going to be.
That's their what? What's their thinking?
That they're going to be forced to be handmaids.
Oh, that was their idea? Because, see, I wasn't getting it.
I just thought, dude, have you seen a lot of these protests? You got these guys with these blow up. It's like a prelude to trick or treat. Some of these no kings.
Okay. Well, I understand trying to get your point across, but they were standing around there dancing, carrying on, yelling a lot. I'm looking at them, going, I ain't getting it. But okay, whatever. I thought maybe it was like a Halloween thing, but I thought no, that's kind of a weird thing.
I thought it was rich that they had their faces hidden and stuff.
So they got
I thought they
the
were all
handmaids. So you got noticed, but I wasn't getting it.
Yeah. Well, only because I watched the show. My wife made me.
Well, we don't watch lots of TV. We don't hardly watch the news.
Otherwise,
we're like sheltered from all the stuff from the world because we don't really watch a lot of it, do we?
Oh, another thing I noticed, John, is there a lot of these signs from right here in our.
That's why I think differently.
Right here,
I'm not watching all that shit.
Right here in our own hometown, and you look at the No Kings protests in L.A. and Boston and everything. They literally had the same signs. You know what I mean? Like they printed up a bunch of signs, and just mailed them out.
Well, maybe they did.
Where did they find them? Probably the same places they find the Ukrainian flag and the Palestinian flag.
I don't know where do we find Trump stuff? There's somebody standing there with a table selling the stuff.
Yeah. Did you see somebody standing there selling or handing out No King signs though anywhere? No, they brought them with them.
No, I didn't see anybody. I didn't see anybody in Ashland doing that. I seen a guy selling Trump stuff though.
Me too. Absolutely. That would have been fun, I think, if you were part of the No Kings protest people, because it was like a big party for them, because they would all get in their cars and they'd go to the next town and they'd all pile out, and just think what they did to the local economies with buying gas and drinks and food.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout the day.
Yeah, that was cool.
Travel.
Hopefully they spent a lot of money.
Right, for going from one place to another, and the ones
Sure,
here.
they got hungry, so they'd stop somewhere and buy
Sure,
something.
we got hungry. We went.
We went to go eat afterwards. We got hungry.
Yeah, we were gone maybe an hour and a half. Came back and it was completely
Yeah,
gone.
it was like gone. I was like, where did everybody go?
Wasn't even a piece of litter on the ground. So good job.
Thank
cleaning
goodness.
up.
Good job, people, on keeping up your stuff all picked up and not littering the crap out of the place. Very impressed. I was very happy to see everybody was respectful of the environment and our town. Very nice.
But it was a good day. It was a beautiful day for people to get out and let their voices be heard,
30?
regardless what side you're on.
All right, well, it's been 30 minutes, Ed.
Already?
Is there anything else we forgot to say? Anybody we forgot to mention?
Thanks, Neil.
Yeah, Neil, thank you.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, and Cody from the Republican Coalition.
Yep.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate you being there, everything you did.
Who had the actual permit for the park, by the way, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.? The No Kings people just showed up. And we're more than welcome. It was just, if there was anybody that was getting heated and emotional, it was on that side. Conservative people are just that. They're conservative. But it was a good day. Everybody behaved themselves, let their voices be heard. It was a beautiful day. It was
I've been a couple things that I had to shut down the guys on the conservative side.
Oh, yeah. You had to jump on them boys, too, because they were being a little out of
Yeah, I
hand.
had to teach the boys, I had to give the young boys a little bit of etiquette on how you protest too, not to be running around and being rude. And they just looked at me funny. I go, I'm telling you boys, this is how it works and this is how you do it. Well, what if they do? I says, I don't care what they do. I'm talking about what you do.
Right. Well,
If they do, you just keep being nice.
And then that's exactly what I said in the words of Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. Just be nice.
Yeah.
That's
And
all
they're like, oh, okay.
That's all you got to do until it's time not to
Well,
be
somebody
nice.
has to teach them.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody
Well,
says anything, they just keep doing that.
They watch the TV and they see what goes on the TV and they think that
One owner
that's
called them girls pussies and was carrying
right.
on or whatever. Well,
they
that
think
ain't
that's
cool.
acceptable behavior, and it
It's
just
not
isn't.
acceptable.
just
So, see,
isn't.
we take care of our own kind too, and we see them getting out of line.
Oh, without a doubt.
I wasn't mean to him. I just was explaining to him real nice.
No, but when you see a man the size of John come over and tell you, you kind of take it to heart.
Well, they needed a little upbringing.
They were all like. But yeah, thanks for talking, everybody. Before we
Thanks to everybody who talked to us. We appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it. Enjoyed every one of you on both sides. One more time, shout out to Joe Lyons and Ashland County Pictures. You did us a solid. We'll do
Yeah,
you the
check
same.
him out, Ashland County Pictures.
And Ben, remember Ben with the GoPro?
Yeah, Ben.
Good guy. And well, a lot of people were on both sides were pleasant people to talk to, and there was with a few exceptions, and I enjoyed myself thoroughly. And I just want to thank everybody for behaving themselves and acting like true Americans.
And oh, by the way, you're right, Melvin. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he is absolutely right. Anyway, till next week, or the week after. Till the next show. Sometime.
Till the next show, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.
Yep, I'm Little Ed.
I'm Dr. John.
And we'll see you then.
It's enough
Tune
already.
in, email us, let us know at drjohn@gmail.
Thanks, everybody.
Together they're a force, a podcast duo so fly, bringing truth and
That's our
wisdom,
theme song. Hope you like
reaching
it.
for the sky.
Melvin don't like it.
And Dr. John, enough already let it out on the airwaves.